And good morning, goaty goats. How you doing today? Everybody happy? Happy. Morning, folks, and welcome back to the mountain. It's actually a pretty nice day up here. It's in the low 40s right now. We got some time with the coronavirus going on. We got some time up at home. We're working from home now, so things are pretty cool. We've got open space to roam around on, as you can see. We got plenty of area to roam. We got some things we want to do since we have a little bit extra time being home, since we don't have our commutes. You can see that rock wall back there. That's our property line. I want to make a trail along that. That's going to take me some time to do. As you can also see, we got some snow the other day, so winter's not quite as done as we thought it was. Hey, that's what it's like living up here. You know, we've seen it snow in May. Luckily, or hopefully, that won't happen this year. So we did get about 6-7 inches of snow 2 days ago. As you can see, it's really melting away fast. It's supposed to be like 50 today, and then the 50s the next couple days and sunny. That also means we'll be boiling this weekend. We'll try to get a little bit of video of that too. So where I've been walking right here, I just walked around the goat pen. You can hear the goaty goats in the background there. And what we want to do is we want to move the chickens back here by the goat pen. You see the goat pens right there. There's their barn. And this side here, we want to put the chickens and the ducks along here. So I want to sink some T-posts and put some fencing along there. We just think it'd be really good to have the goats and the chickens and the ducks all in one place. So in with these trees, we're going to put some fencing along here, then up along the trees and back over there. And so the chickens and the ducks can stay back here, and then we can free range them again in the afternoons in a couple more months when things warm up a little bit more. And once the mud goes away, and then up here in this front corner by this post over here, we can put a gate there so we can let them in and out. And we think this will be really, really good. Be a good area to have them. And they'll be right over here. My sawmill's there. We can still get to that just fine. And here come the goats now to say hi as I walk around. They follow me. They're thinking I'm going to give them acorns. They're thinking they're going to get some treats. Goat, Gina and Zan, and there they are. They want treats. Maybe we'll give them some. For today, what I want to do is I want to start sinking the T-post bed down there. Most of the frost is pretty much out of the ground already, which is kind of unusual for this time of year. Looks like that groundhog was finally right. We're going to have an early spring, so I'm going to get to work. Before we get started sinking posts and getting their fence, this is where we've had the chickens and ducks all winter. And we've had this fence here between the two, blocking them. As you can see, the ducks are there trying to get in with the chickens. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take that down, and I'm going to allow them to interact with each other and see how this goes. Alright, so the fence is all over. Alright, I guess we'll just leave this here and we'll go take care of T-posts. Alright, back over by the goat pen. There's the goats watching. So we pretty much, I think I've got it figured out how I'm going to do the new chicken run. I want to leave a little space on the goat fence here for us to go up to the fence without having to go in the coop. So I'm going to start right about where that T-post is. We're going to come out here. I'm going to use this tree here as a corner. So I'm probably going to have to sink one T-post in the middle there. And I want to go up, not this one, but over there, right between those trees, right there. We're going to come up to the corner, and the chicken coop's going to go right in here. So if I walk around this side, you'll see, because there's my post for the fence. I'm going to put the gate there. We'll put the chicken coop right in this area here. And then that tree I was going to use as a corner is right there. So we're going to run the line that way, and then it'll angle to that. And that should be plenty of room for the ducks and the chickens. And this way, with the coop here, the nesting box will be on this side of the fence, so we'll still be able to get eggs without going in. Not that that's a big deal, but we'll do it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and sink some posts. Folks, I honestly don't remember if I ever filmed myself sinking a T-post last year. So, this is a T-post, and this is a post driver. So much fun to have. So, I'm going to put this kind of in line between that one T-post and that tree. It's going to have to be out a little bit. You put your driver over it, and you just drive it in. And that's all there is to it. So there's one post in. Now we got to move them down the line, down that way. So pretty much what I want to do, come down to the ending point, and we'll drive one in right about here. Because then from here we'll be able to connect to the fencing. Will go from this post to wherever the coop is. So we'll drive this one in here. Alright. Guess as I hit a root or a rock. So we'll move it a little bit. Keep trying. There we go. Do a quick sight down the tree and the post. Okay. And we're just going to put a couple more in. We're using a different type of fencing this year. It's a nylon type fencing, so I'm putting my posts a little bit closer together. Okay, and one more. Right about here. Okay, that's pretty easy. They're not perfectly in line, but they're close enough. As you can see, they're not perfectly in line, but once again, they're close enough. So, we're going to come from that post right there, T-post to that T-post. We're going to use this tree as a corner. We're going to come along these posts to here. This will be the final post. And then the coop is going right there in the corner, so we'll connect to that, wrap around that, and go over to there where the fence is going to be. I don't want to do those until we get the coop in. Alright, so due to my fingers hitting the wrong buttons, you didn't see me start off the netting. So what we're doing this year, we're using this nylon netting, which is different than the regular chicken wire. It's called Jobe's Multi-Use Netting. It's rust-free and reusable. Well, I'm glad the nylon's rust-free. But they get pictures of chickens on there, so we're going to use it for chickens. Right, Jana? Okay. So what I've done is I took one of my stickers from the sawmill that I stacked my boards with, and I wrapped it around there a couple times and stapled it to it. Then I zip tied it to a T-post on the goat fence. So now what we're going to do, we're going to run it down there, go around that tree, and go to the other T-post that we sunk in. So I'm going to set you down again. Okay, I'm back, folks. So let's take our netting, get stuff off the ground, unroll it. I'm going to set my stuff over there. Unroll it to the tree. And I'm going to go right over to that T-post and just leave it there for now. So, now what I did was I left a couple inches below that sticker, so that way it can be on the ground. Alright, and of course I blocked in my staple gun and zip ties, because I'm just that brilliant. Alright, so if we go over to this T-post, we can line up our chicken netting. It's not wire. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put a zip tie right around here. We're going to leave some on the top too. We got a few inches on the bottom and a few inches on the top. And the reason I want to do stuff on the top is any critters that try to climb in it to get to my chickens, they'll grab a hold of this and it won't support them. Like a raccoon or something. They climb up the outside, they'll grab that and they won't be able to get up. Not that it'll keep them on completely. We don't know. We're going to find out, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Alright, so get a couple more sticks out of the way. I'm going to put this down a little bit like that. Tell you what, let's get you completely off. Come down. You know what? I'm going to staple right to the tree. Actually, I don't have to. I can just go to the next T-post. And, okay. We dropped our zip ties in the white snow. That was a great idea. All right. So let's unroll this a little bit more then. We'll set it against this tree, even though we're going to have to go on the inside of it afterwards. It's just a good place to set it. So it stays there. Grab a couple more zip ties. We'll put them in our pocket this time. There we go. Smartening it up a little bit. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Well, my wife calls me a dog. So, you know, whatever. Ruff. Right, goaty goats? Oh, they're over there eating an old Christmas tree. We had friends drop off a Christmas tree the other day. A couple of them, actually. And we finally threw the last one in with the goats this morning. And that's when we noticed there was still an ornament on it. So, you know, Britt, when you see this, you'll see that we're talking about you and you left an ornament on your tree. Alright, this should work wonderfully. I guess I want to pull that a little higher. Not that high. How about like that? I think this is going to work nicely. We'll see. What it's like in a couple months. Who knows? Alright. So so far I'm liking it. It's looking pretty good. Liking it. You could probably even put a couple little stakes in the ground to hold that. Alright, I'll pull this down like this. She ain't gonna be perfect, but it'll be good enough. Like the chickens are gonna care, huh? I don't think the chickens and the ducks will care. So I'll probably come through later with the wire. I'm just kind of trying this out, see what it's going to look like, and I am liking it. I'm liking this. Alright, this one's going to go on the inside of this tree. Like, that tree's going to have to come down. I'm going to come over here to this T-post, like so. Yeah, that tree's got to come down. I didn't bring a saw with me, but we'll just kind of break it a little bit this way. There, that'll at least stay down. Alright, at least stay out of the way now. That one's going to have to go. That'll stay down. That one's already down. Look at that. Springtime in New England. Springtime in New England. Now this is as far as we're going to go is to this one. And I'm not going to cut this or anything yet. I'm going to wait till we put the coop in. So I'm going to put a couple more zip ties on and then we're going to be done with this. For the day anyway. For today. Today, laddie, today. Not sure what's up with the voices. Spend a lot of time alone in the woods, so you know, stuff happens. Not like that. Let's get these sticks out of here. That down. Come over to this one. Oh yeah, there we go. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we'll just, once again, we're going to have to see with time what happens with this stuff, if it's any good. And trust me, I'll let you know either way, whether I like it or I don't. It is half the price of normal chicken wire. One of the reasons I bought it. Trying to be a little frugal. Alright, pull that one tight. Where's my zip tie? There it is. Alright, pull that one through. Pull this tight to where we want it. There we go. I like this. It's pretty easy to work with so far, and we're just going to have to see how it goes. So, I'm not sure how well you can see the netting. We started over there, we came up to this tree, and right now I've just got a few tie wraps on these stakes here, on the T-post, and then I just dropped it down there. We left it there for now because the chicken coop's going here. Then we can just wrap around the chicken coop with it. And then once we do that, I can put a couple more T-posts in here and we'll put the gate right on that post there. So that way when we all the animals will be in the same place. Everyone will be over here, the ducks, the chickens, and the goats. And when we come out in the morning and the evening to take care of them, we can put everything right there. We can probably even start leaving chicken feed in the barn so we don't have to lug it out here. I would like to get some water out here. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Possibly, just thinking off the top of my head here, I can do one of my 55-gallon drums and put another spigot on it. And that way we only have to fill it up every week or two. Actually, that's a great idea for the summertime. Or maybe get a hose long enough to run all the way from the house. I don't know. So, that's what we've done so far today. we got that done. We're not going to be able to move the chicken coop for a few more weeks at least. If you look, you can see all the mud. This is what we call mud season here in New Hampshire. So we're going to have to wait for that. So I think that's enough work for today. So that's going to do it from the mountain. I hope you enjoyed our little video here on how to do some more fencing. And I got my goats right here behind me. So everything's going pretty good up here. The quarantine, as they put it, for us isn't so bad. We got some space around here. I honestly do feel bad for you people that are stuck in apartments in cities and pretty much have to stay inside all the time. At least for us, we get to be outside. I mean, our neighbors are quite a ways away, so we just, we've got our land here. We can go out on our land all the time, see our animals, walk our dogs, do whatever we want, just be outside. It's a gorgeous day. Spring has sprung, hopefully, other than the 6-7 inches of snow we got 2 days ago. Hopefully it's now springtime. So once again, folks, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can ring the bell for notifications, like our videos, tell your friends, neighbors, share our videos, all that you want. So that's about it. Once again from the mountain, God bless and have a good night.